Hello Pisces, thank you very much for tuning into your love read. For the main part of the read, I'm using Witch's Tarot by Ellen Dugan. For supportive oracle cards, Wisdom of the House of Night, designed by Danielle, I'll show you the back in a second, designed by Danielle Deschenes, Deschenes, I think, illustrated by Jenna Della Gorotaglia. Not good with names anyway, but if you want to see it, just in case you want this deck, it's right here. So I'll put it up there so you can see it in case you'd like to know that information with my shaky hand. Okay, we're going to do relationship first, single second, and oracle cards come out where needed. This is relationship, yes. Okay. Stop. Okay, so I'm getting these two cards come in at the same time for you. The Three of Cups is what's going on. The Eight of Cups is what you're feeling. That's kind of the spiritual aspect. Kind of like things are good right now, but it's kind of like this moment is going to move forward. It's going to move on. You're going towards something else. It's almost like you're going into a situation, or for a lot of people, there's a holiday, this holiday going on right now. It's kind of feeling like, yes, things are good now during the holidays, but once the holidays pass, it's like then it's back to normal or back to the usual. And I'm getting your partner seems very active here, and things are going forward very strong. They've got the Chariot with the Queen of Wands. Don't get caught up in the gender, of course, but I feel them kind of moving forward with a lot of energy. Things are just taking a life of their own. They do seem to be directing where they want things to go, but it's just kind of like almost like on autopilot. Things just go one after the next. Things move forward very quickly, very easily. And I see you looking at it at the moment kind of like, well, this is how it is now. But once this moment passes, we're going to get back into the usual energy that we have here. The thing is, where is this going? Because whatever's happening right now, there is like, I feel like this weird air of kind of like uncomfortable feeling, like it's just not exactly what you want it to be. Even though it's good, something is just not sitting right. And I'm seeing your partner with the challenge card of the Two of Wands. Like they're going to make a decision, and they're toying with the decision. Where is this going? What do I want? But they're toying with it in the sense of like whether they're going to make a decision or not. You know, if they're just going to let things go on autopilot and continue on the same route as they have, or if they're actively going to make a decision to change things. This is what they're toying with. They're not really sure. The thing is, making this decision for them, like this is a major decision for them. And I feel like you're aware of this. It may not be talked about very often, but you seem to be aware that this is something that your partner is grappling with, making some type of decision, and feeling like what they have right now, they're not satisfied with what they have right now. That's the Five of Pentacles. I feel like they're not satisfied with what they have, and they're feeling like the way it's going isn't really fulfilling for them, but changing how things are going does not guarantee improvement. That's the thing. So they're kind of like, they're not happy with the way things are. I feel like they're not happy with the way things are. But they're afraid, like, if they try to change something or make some type of dramatic change, they're still not going to be happy. They're just going to have different circumstances. And I'm getting kind of like a hopelessness feel here. The thing is, right now, things are good. That's the thing. Things aren't bad right now. Things are pretty good. It's just that this seems to be looming over the situation. And I see you very perceptive. Kind of the Pisces feel here is kind of aware of what's going on and feeling it and kind of like watching, just like you're holding back and you're just kind of absorbing what's going on around you. You're watching how your partner's reacting and what they're doing and what they're feeling, at least how they're expressing it to you. You might have a little bit of an empathic feel here, kind of like you know what's going on. You know they're having a difficult time deciding what they're going to do. Whatever this question is about they move forward or not, you seem to be aware of it, but it's not something that's talked about very often. And I see you actually toying with the idea of pushing the envelope. You have the Magician in your challenge position. Like, you're toying with the idea, should I push it? Should I put pressure on it to actually make this either do or don't? Should I put pressure on the system to make, to either make a decision or not? Like, either stay or go, make the decision or don't. Should I pressure it? And you're wondering if you really want to do that. Because right now it's good, and you're kind of like, maybe I should just enjoy it for what it is for now, and then when the appropriate time comes forward, I'll deal with it when that seems necessary. But kind of enjoying it for what it is right now. There is a pressure here. Like, you're questioning, should I pressure this to make a decision happen? Because you're kind of living in limbo, but part of you is kind of like, I don't want things to change. So if I leave it alone, it may just stay. And if I pressure it, it may just change, and I don't know if I want that change to happen. So it's very kind of like, I don't know what I want to do with this. You got the Page of Cups coming forward next, and I feel like that's this good time is continuing on, but the Page of Cups is saying it's starting to loom on you even stronger. Like, I don't know where my partner's standing. We don't talk about this very often, but I know they're toying with this idea of making this decision. I know they are. And it's kind of like it's hanging over you. You just kind of like, I just kind of want to bat it and knock it down and just let it, whatever happens. I just want to knock it down just to get it over with. But then again, you also have the other. You're pulled both ways. You're just like, I could knock it down and then find out where this is going to land. I could also end up forcing it in a direction I don't want it to go. So you're kind of like, oh, I don't know what to do. And I feel like you're okay. Like, the Page of Cups is telling me you're doing all right, but it's kind of like you're feeling like you're at the mercy of the other person making a decision or not, and it's not comfortable. Now, what actually seems to be coming next, something comes in quickly, that's for sure. It seems to be helping you. Your partner does seem to be kicking forward again. And they're kicking forward, and what is this? Fulfillment? This comes forward really quickly. It does come forward really quickly. And they've got the Knight of Swords with the fulfillment. They've decided what they want to go towards. They've decided what they want to go towards. And the fulfillment here, it feels like it's a little bit of an intoxicating flavor to it. Like, they're excited about something, and they've decided, like, you know what? This could work out if I make this choice. Whatever way, left or right, they're going, they seem to have it in their head that, this could actually be a really good thing if I just move forward now and I do it this way. It's not just about making the choice, it's about how they're going to do it. And I feel them moving forward. I am getting the word secret pop in too, by the way. There's an element of a secret here. There's definitely an element of a secret here. The word secret is popping into my head. That's where that's coming from. So it's not coming from the card. It's literally, I'm feeling the word secret. I'm feeling secret. And I'm actually getting they've got the Ten of Wands with the Lust card. Like, this is definitely something they're keeping on the down low. The question is, are you included with this? Because it feels like you are. You're aware of this secret. It may be a secret from other people, though. I'm getting this secret feel. I'm getting this, I want to say Brandywine, even though it's fulfillment. I don't know what Brandywine even looks like, if I'm going to be flat out honest with you. But I'm getting here, like, they're getting drunk on this thought, and I'm getting the lust coming in with the Ten of Wands is like, this is how they're surviving through the stress of this. They're concentrating on this lustful thought. Now, it doesn't have to be literal lust, quite frankly, but basically it's getting caught up in something, like if you ever heard of money lust or, things like that where somebody really feels they're drawn to something, but it's very much about the payoff. Like, lust kind of feels that way to me. Like, lust to me is like going towards the payoff, going towards the instant gratification. The instant gratification that once it's over, like, it's just over. There's nothing left after. It's just like you hit that pinnacle and then it's a sharp drop off. That's kind of what they're going towards. And they're just short-sighted. Like, some people I've noticed, like, shopping is kind of like a lustful thing, if you will, because they get very excited about going to get stuff and getting more possessions and getting them and getting them and getting them. And then they get home and they have all this stuff. that they're not going to do anything with, that it's just going to sit in a closet or it's going to sit on the table. They're not going to do anything with it. Like, that's the lust of shopping, if you will. You have to have it, have to do it, can't wait to buy, can't wait to get, bringing it home, and then you get it home and you're just like, here it is. And you're not going to do anything with it. Just look at all the things I have that you're not doing anything with. You know what I mean? Like, I got a bread maker, I got a pasta maker, I got these clothes, I got these rocks, I got this, I got that. That you're not going to use, but you were very excited to get it, and you're very excited even to have it, probably even at that point, yet nothing happens with it. That's the lustful shopping thing. So be aware of your partner going forward and doing something that is just going to go nowhere. They're going to get very excited about it, but the lust makes me feel like it's going to go nowhere, and this is how they're getting through the stress of this. It makes me feel like the choice they're making is just not in focus, and they're just focusing on just like the lustful aspect. Once they achieve their goal, it's just empty, is what I'm getting. So be careful of that. I feel like we just were warning you about what they're heading towards. They're choosing something, but it's going to have an empty result. I feel like it's going to have an empty result. They might have a lot of excitement and a lot of fun doing it. Like, that's a lust thing too, having a lot of fun doing it. But once they hit their goal, once they achieve their point, their destination, it's nothing. It's just, there's nothing there. It's just kind of like, even like with the shopping thing, they may have all these possessions that they're going to do nothing with. It's just, there's no added value. Even though there technically might be value in the things that were purchased, if it just sits there, there's really no value in something just sitting in your closet. If you buy a really nice dress or a jacket or whatever it is, and you love it, and you put it in the closet and you never use it, it has no value. And sometimes I have a hard time explaining this to people. You could possess something of great value, but if you never use it or apply it to something, it just sits in storage. It actually has no value, especially if it sits there your whole life, you pass away, and then it gets thrown out at the end because nobody else saw value in it anyway. Literally, it could have technically had value, but it actually had no value in your life. That's what we're trying to bring forward. Be aware of this. Okay, I think this is good. Okay, let's go into Pisces single and see what we have for single Pisces. What do we have for single Pisces? Messages for single Pisces. All right, single Pisces. What do we have for single Pisces? Messages for single Pisces. What do we have for single Pisces? Messages for single Pisces, empowering information that shows them the truth about what's around them. I think we got to do a couple of these shuffles here. Messages for single Pisces. Alright, I think we're good. Interesting. Okay. What? We got some powerful cards. Alright, let's get a couple of these cards in here. I don't know if I want to shuffle these pretty good too, actually. What do we have for single Pisces? This end result, I'm curious where we're going with that, but you might be cutting somebody loose. I have that weird feeling, which is interesting for a single Pisces, but my first thought is you're cutting somebody loose. Somebody who might be kind of gravitating around you, trying to get your attention, trying to get closer, and you're just like, it's a no-go. You've got the Seven of Wands here. And I see you defending against somebody. Somebody's trying, I feel like somebody's a little bit too pushy. And you're successfully sidestepping them. Like, I can't, not today, oh, I'm a little busy. But I feel like you're trying to be a little bit more kind. And for some of you, I feel like it might be a little bit more kind than usual. You just, this person is overly aggressive, and you're just like, I don't need the issue. So I'm just going to sidestep them and keep sidestepping them, and hopefully they're going to get bored. And you're expecting them to get bored and move on, but it's not seeming to happen. Now, the thing is, it's not that you don't like this person. I feel like it's because they're overly aggressive, and it's just kind of like they make you uncomfortable, even though they're attractive to you. See, I'm getting the King of Cups here too. It doesn't matter. I feel like you're in a spot where it doesn't matter that the attraction is there. You're not about to get into something that, even though the attraction's there, it's going to make life rough, or it's going to make your life uncomfortable. And I see that with the King of Cups. What I like about the King of Cup energy, and the Queen of Cups kind of reminds me of this too in a way. Just because the emotion's there, the love could be there, you're not going to let yourself be controlled by it. And you know how you feel, but it's kind of like, I know if this is going to match as well. I'm not going to just fall into something just because the emotion is there. I'm not going to put myself through hell just because the attraction is there. And I feel like you're trying to sidestep away from this person, and I'm getting the Death card at the bottom. Like, you've decided that this is not a good match. And you're like, I don't want that type of life. And this is why I keep sidestepping this person. I don't want this type of life. I don't want that type of relationship. And there's something about this person you're just like, I don't want that. Now, this person is unrelenting is what I'm getting. The first thing I'm getting is the unrelenting feel with the Four of Pentacles. They just, you expect them to let go. You expect them to move on. They're literally not. And it's starting to be kind of obnoxious. And I'm getting like, literally you're standing here with the Seven of Swords thinking, I can just let it kind of move on. I can just play quiet with it. And I'll just keep slowly stepping aside. No, I can't right now. I can't right now. And they'll get the hint after a while and they'll move on. You're expecting this can be a non-confrontational, just let it move on. It doesn't have to be an issue. They're just not relenting. With the Four of Pentacles, they're just not backing off. They keep coming towards you. They're just kind of like, sooner or later, you're going to give in to me. And you're like, not really. I wish you would let go. This is an interesting combination. You go from the Nine of Cups to the Five of Wands. You're feeling everything's fine. That's the Nine of Cups, right? Yeah. You seem to get along with this person. You just keep sidestepping them, and it seems fine. You just tell them no or you can't. I just feel like the way you're telling them no, they're taking it like a no for now, no for now. But they're not relenting. Even if as soon as they start figuring out that you're sidestepping them and you're just avoiding them, that's where the Five of Wands comes in. I feel this person challenging you. And like I feel like they're becoming a bit aggravating. They're an aggravator. I feel aggravator. Like they're aggravating you. They're trying to box you in to force you. They're like, I know you don't have anything going on this Saturday. There's no reason you can't. So you need to do this with me. And I don't feel like they're saying, like they're trying to force you into it. I feel like they're trying to box you in and trying to force you into it. And I feel like you're desperately trying to get out of this. I feel like the Five of Wands is like you're literally having to defend yourself. Like, I don't want to do this. They're trying to box you in and you're trying to not let them box you in. It's becoming an issue. How this is playing out depends on your life, but basically they're challenging you. They're trying to box you in. I think it's 6 to 1, half a dozen to the others if you're going to give into this or not. But whether you do or don't give into this, for example, if you do give into this and you let them box you in and you do end up going out with them, it's going to be an unpleasant moment because I don't feel like you're going to enjoy yourself. It's going to be quite obvious. You're going to be very detached. You're going to be very checked out. It's not going to work. Or if you're going to say, hey, all right, the truth is I just don't want to. I just don't think we match. I don't want to go out with you. It's going to be one or the other. Either you're going to flat out tell them I don't want to, or you're going to try to get involved with it, just kind of pacify it. But when you pacify it and you just go along with it, emotionally it's going to be quite obvious that you're not into it, you're not interested, you don't want to be a part of this. It's going to be very obvious. Now, what I'm getting here is the Judgment card. This is Karma card coming in. I feel like you're trying to move, you're still trying to be nice about it is what I'm getting. But the Karma card, the Judgment card is saying how you're playing it now, the reason you're giving for saying I don't want to be a part of this, whether it's flat out saying, I don't want to do this, or, you know, you're going along with it, and it's quite obvious through your actions you're not interested. Which, as a Pisces, I think we all know that we can do that. Like, if we're not into it and we're just emotionally checked out, it becomes quite obvious at some point. Karma's coming around. I'm feeling this person again with this Four of Pentacles, which is kind of like Four of Pentacles kind of tipping into the Four of Wands. I can give you that a little bit. They have delusions that this is going to actually lock in as a relationship. It's not. That's why they keep thinking this could be a great relationship. They don't want to give up. But I'm getting that Karma card. Karma card is also usually the Judgment card in a lot of tarot decks. This is not working. This is not going to happen. I still don't see this person backing off. Even if you tell them no and it's obvious that you're not interested, no matter which way you go, I see them still not backing off. And I'm seeing here this vision, which that's the card. The Oracle card is vision with Aphrodite. Like, they see, they're looking at you. And the fact that that's the Aphrodite, if you see it there in the description, but I'm seeing vision, and I'm seeing like they're looking right at you, like they're hyper-focused on you. They just do not want to give up. And they're seeing this like this can actually lock in. They're just feeling they got to win you over. To them, it's just kind of like a challenge. Like, what do I need to do to win you over? They just don't want to back off. And I feel like even when you tell them no, even if that's how this went, or it's showing that you're not interested, they're still not backing off. I'm seeing them still not back off. The thing is, you got this Page of Wands here with the deceit. I feel like you're starting to think, I have to find a different way to get rid of this person because I don't want this person hanging around. I do not want this person. So you have the Page of Wands with deceit. And you're starting to wonder, like, do I have to, like, say I have somebody else I'm seeing? Like, what do I have to do? This seems a little bit jaded, but I'm feeling like you might, like, do I have to say, like, do you have to, like, make dates with other people and make it look like you're serious about someone else so this person gets the hint and stops, like, they feel like you're going towards someone else so they leave you alone? That's a little weird to me. Is that really what we're seeing? Because I got deceit here with the Page of Wands. Like, you're feeling like this person, you got to do something to get rid of them. And whatever you're doing now is not working. So you're like, I have to find a different way to get rid of them. And I really feel like for some of you, you're going to paint it off or play it off like you're interested in someone else, just so they leave you alone. I feel like some of you might actually try to find dates with other people or give somebody else a chance that you really know that nothing's going to happen there, but just so this person will back off and realize you're going a different direction. But the deceit here is you're not interested in someone else, but you may have it look that way just to get rid of this person. Because that's how relentless they are. Is that really what we're going for? Because that seems it's going to go based on your situation. Like, this may hit for some people and not for others. I get that because it's a general reading, but that's literally how this is coming through. Like, I'm going to have to make it look like I'm interested in someone else just to give this person a hint that it's not them. I'm not interested in them. I feel like you're having a hard time getting rid of this one. And that literally might be what it takes to get them off your back. You might have to actually start going on dates with other people and make it look like you're interested in someone else so they get the hint that you're not interested in them, and it's not going to happen. That's really interesting. That's how it's ending. I have to let it be because I know that I have to let the information come through. All right, so that's how it's ending. We're going to let that be there. I hope that helps. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James, the number 4, astral@gmail.com. Thank you.